Guys, hope you are all well. Welcome back to another video. So recently I have been trading a lot of support and resistance, mainly with key levels and trend lines because that's what works for me. And I just thought I'd share a position that I actually took and shared with the group last week. So obviously in the past, and I still do use pending orders when it comes to my 4-hour way of trading, but that is much more passive. So recently I have been looking at the 15-minute and the 10-minute time frame for price action entries using key levels and trend lines. So I'll just show you what I sent to the group. It was this here, where I identified a downwards channel within the market and I expected a potential break retest of this area. You could have used this trend line here, or alternatively you could have used a trend line here, basically saying that price is in this downwards channel and I am waiting for the break and retest. Now, what actually ended up happening, price broke out of this channel. So instead of respecting the third touch and making a lower low, price actually broke through this area. I also had a key level here due to the fact that there were two lows within the market followed by the high. So support had turned into resistance, and this was obviously then identified as a key level for me. The other two areas on the chart are also key levels that I identified, which would be my TP1 and my TP2. So this is my entry time, this is my analysis time frame on the 15, and then what I will wait to do is to see price come back into my area on the 10-minute time frame. So if we just kind of draw a zone for the whole support and resistance, and let me just change the color of this so it's a bit easier on the eye. This was the area of interest. I identified that price had broken the lower high within the market. I identified that price had broke the downward trend line. So based on the 10-minute, I then got this engulfing candle. Now, some people, when it comes to this, would potentially disagree and others would agree. So all it is, the body of my new candle engulfed the body of the previous candle. Okay, yes, there was a wick to the upside and there was a wick to the downside, but they were pretty even. If there's obviously a huge wick to the upside, that shows rejection, so I'm probably not going to look to enter the trade. But due to the fact that price did actually close with this body, I did enter the trade. Now, there was a second entry if you wanted to wait for a little bit more of a solid kind of position, but again, it fit the requirements. TP1 was at 2.2, TP2 was at 4.5. So if we look what happened, you could have used this next candle as your entry candle if you wanted, but I obviously got in earlier. And then as you can see what happened, price came up to our TP1. So I take 50% off at TP1. So I gained about over 1R from the TP1 in terms of the actual money banked. And then obviously price went up and went to hit my TP2, where I obviously took an extra 2.2% from the trade. So overall it was a 3.2% winner with 1% risk. And then following that, you can see the trade played out perfectly. So recently I have been obviously looking at the 15 and the 10-minute mainly, just in between my 4-hour trades. It's going really well in all honesty. So my plan is to basically just share ongoing how that goes, posting the trades on my Instagram, posting the trades in the channel, etc, etc. So if you are looking at potentially, a new price action strategy, that's very, very simple. By all means, the links are in the bio, or alternatively, just subscribe to the YouTube channel. Obviously, that's free, and I will be posting trade breakdowns more consistently due to the fact that there's a little bit more to learn from these rather than just a pending order. So I'm hopeful that some of you have learned something in terms of the characteristics of what I look for when I enter a position, and hopefully some of you can benefit moving forward by catching positions like this. So if you have enjoyed the video, guys, please subscribe. If not, I will see you in the next one.